Hey everyone, how we doing? I haven't quite got my lights right tonight, but that's okay. We'll cope. How did you enjoy that?
I felt like I was watching it for the first time.
It was 18 months ago.
It was a long time ago.
I'm so happy to see the stuff, the work that we did coming out. And this was actually Steve's idea to do the Dark Side series. And we've got our misadventures where it's the hilarity of us travelling through the countryside and the hotels we're staying at and the shit we get up to. And then we're taking the investigation aspects of it and doing it separately, because I don't think a lot of people realise that we really are paranormal investigators, because you see, well, particularly me being a dickhead half the time, don't be a dickhead, and they think that's all we've got, but we've got a lot more to offer. So Renata was hilarious, because when the couple went in the office, she went, oh, look.
I know.
We were there, remember?
It was still exciting. I got sucked up in the moment. Which, Steve, it means you did a great job. You did a great job.
He did. So there is a specific episode that we have done, which we've now very sweetly asked cousin Steve to put together to show you. There is more of the other one we did as well, but there's a really, really good one we did. Renata had lost her voice, but it's so cool. So we're hoping we might be able to do it for, was it New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve, yes, New Year's Eve.
So he's now just arrived in the USA, and he's going to be editing that together for us, bless him.
Yeah. And when we talk about it as being sort of the dark side, it's just really a title that we're giving all of our serious investigations.
Yeah.
So that you can see another or a different side of us.
It's also the night time. It's the dark.
Yeah.
We're into the dark. But it's a play on words too, because some people might come and watch it because it's the dark side and they're going to think it's demonic. But it's our way of doing things.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at the comments.
So we had 27 people watching, which is awesome, considering that we put up the episode 15 minutes prior to, or 10 minutes prior to, by the time we got, the information out that it was going to go live. Next time, we will try and give you a little bit more of a heads up space for you to join in, but we are really happy with the 27 people that were watching. That was good fun.
Absolutely. So I'm just making sure that that's not that playing up.
And Whalley Abbey was an amazing place. We remember driving through the township. It's this chocolate box little township in the UK. It is just beautiful. And then you drive through the gateway and you see this building that looks like a castle.
You actually drive through the gatehouse. Remember, it was like a tower gatehouse, and we drove through it.
And we had no idea that the Abbey was there. We had no idea.
I just booked a cheap room and it said Abbey, and I went, oh, that would be cool.
So we actually thought we were in the Abbey.
I had no idea what we're going to be. It could have been the YWCA as far as I knew.
So I don't know how we got to work out that the Abbey was there, but we did. And, of course, then we had to investigate. It was freezing cold, so this was Easter, and that's why Anne mentions that it was a special night. It was Good Friday?
It was Easter Saturday, because remember we woke up the next morning,
yes, Easter Sunday,
and Jesus was walking his cross down the driveway of the Abbey with a brass band playing.
We could not get out.
What the hell?
We couldn't escape. So
Jesus and his brass band. It was great.
It was Easter, and we had a full moon. Oh,
that's right, because it was Easter.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really, really amazing. And the accommodation there was just delightful.
And we got a free breakfast.
Yeah.
And there was an upstairs part. When we walked in, we were greeted by a very solemn young man who spoke very quietly.
Like
and
this. We're going, "Hi, we're here. We've booked overnight accommodation."
We didn't realise it was a place of a religious retreat.
Oh, thank you, Crystal.
Oh, Crystal, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That is going towards getting Cousin Steve to come with us to a trip to America so he can film it with us, because we just struggle to film and do what we've got to do. So, Cousin Steve, that is going towards your plane fares. Thank you. So what was I saying? We walked in, this very solemn man, and he's sort of explaining where everything was, and we're going, oh my God, this place is amazing. There was stained glass everywhere and carvings and relics in cupboards, and then there was these tapestries, and he's going, oh, and you can sit across in here and have some tea. We got tea and coffee, Renata, tea and coffee. We had Gail with us as well. And then we went downstairs and we had our room downstairs. I think we had to share a bed, but Gail got her own bed. And we're all women of a certain age, so we had to fling the windows open because we're all too hot. And then we went into the town of, now I think it's Whalley, they actually call it. We called it Whalley because we don't know any better. Hello, Koo. And we found a beautiful shop, the food shop. They made nice coffee and there was good food. If I remember correctly, that's where they had those books that you could buy as well. And I found those books about the witches. One of you had just paid full price for one of them. Oh, yes. And I found them for like £2. I got the whole set for like £6. I think they gave me a discount and made it £5. And they're swearing and cursing at me because I'd got it. Yeah.
I haven't read those yet.
Oh, I haven't read one of them. I've got
I haven't read about 10 books. I've got 10 books lined up.
How are you going with your read a book?
Yeah, just shut up.
I laughed when you said that because I know you. This was the books that I got.
Ah, yes, the familiars.
Yeah. And it's about the Pendle Hill witches, if I remember correctly.
And the hard thing is that when you buy these books overseas, like look at them. Look, they take up room.
And they're heavy. But, I have to rescue it and bring it home. So, yeah, it's sort of enjoyable. I enjoyed reading it because it was the characters. Oh, look, we can get our lawns mowed. It was the characters. I shouldn't say characters. It was the real life people's names and sort of their story, but it was a little bit embellished maybe, a few little holes that may have been filled in, some extra characters written in. But it was interesting to see how easily these women could have been accused of witchcraft.
Now, Lisa asks, did I feel a presence? It's really interesting that when I entered, I didn't. It was quite a blank slate. The moment we started that music, everything changed. It was literally like the place became the Abbey again, and all of this energy just rushed into it, and it felt really full. And that's how music and sound can change a place that you are investigating. If you pick the right music, if you kind of layer in another sort of, I guess, dimension to the place, everything changes. And that's what it was really like. When we went to the lavatorium, and we're having a few jokes, it did feel really kind of very empty. But the moment we put that music on,
and
it all just went back to being alive.
And for those of you who don't know, I actually have a Bachelor of Music Education. I have a degree in music. And I understand how powerful music can be and the emotions attached to it. Do you remember the song? Like, quite often we'll have people come in when we did the seance work, and I'd have a song pop in my head. I'd play it, and they go, "Oh my God, that was the song I danced with my dad at the wedding," and or there's music that has special meaning to you. Like I have a song, Salisbury Hill by Peter Gabriel, and that song makes me emotional and reminds me of our children when they were babies, and Roman would always play that song for them. And so I have an emotional connection. So is it the emotion that's tied with the song that draws them in, or is it the music? Is it a combination?
Well, again, if you look at it as a trigger, what you're doing is you're going back to the time.
There goes the thunder.
Yeah, you're going back to the time when they would have, and we mentioned that right at the very beginning, that they would have heard that music. That it was something of a memory to them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, it's got nothing to do with us. It's got everything to do with them.
You know how we talk about stone tape theory, and they've got to have the right conditions to trigger that replay almost as a movie being replayed, so it's residual, not intelligent. Is music maybe a way of triggering that theory?
Oh, most possibly.
Yeah.
Most possibly.
I adore using music in investigations, but we can get in trouble with YouTube if we use music.
Yeah.
So half the time, that's why I'm singing it, because if I sing it, YouTube can't recognise it as a song.
Yeah, Lisa, look, the last thing we wanted to do when we were there was to act like dicks, going around and provoking or trying to find something really terrible about the place. Why does everything have to be terrible? Why does everything have to be sort of horrible and dark, and it's all about death? And like I mentioned some of the history to begin with, and that was pretty gruesome and pretty awful.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to exaggerate because it's real.
It's real. You don't have to go chasing after that particular moment in time. What we wanted is the interaction of those energies going past, moving through. We were literally in their space, and that space was a holy space. It was a holy space for a very, very long time. How disrespectful to go in and really just create havoc in that space.
Regardless of our religious beliefs and whether we believed it was the right religion or the wrong religion or anything, it doesn't matter because it was somebody else's sacred space. So we honour that.
Yeah. Now, we got a ton of...
Oh, thank you, Catherine. We are looking forward to doing the Ancient Ram In, and I think we'll have to refresh our True Hauntings podcast on it to remember the history that we found out, which the owners might not be happy about, but, you know.
But when we're there, what we're going to do is we're going to try and track through the house to show you what it's like. Hopefully they've still got some things up on the walls, newspaper articles and things, which we will also look at for you so that you can kind of get a sense of what the Ancient Ram In is trying to present now, because they're still trying to get people in there and pay money to be there, because otherwise that house is not going to exist.
Yeah, and it's an 1100. It was built in the 1100s.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money to upkeep that sort of thing and find the right tradesman to do it the right way.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
and just to keep paying the rent and the
you're worried about the storm.
all the other things that you have to pay when you have a spot like that. So from our point of view, we will try and be as respectful in that place as possible. But there are things that we found out about it. They're a little bit different, and we want to share that with you so then you can make up your own mind what you think. And, of course, we'll try and do as much of an investigation in there as we can. Like I said, I want to go into the bishop's room.
Yeah, well, now at least we can go in there and we can take our time. And Lisa C, that you can see on there, is one of the investigators coming with me. She's shaking, Crystal. She's terrified of the storm that's going on outside. She doesn't like the thunder and the lightning. Max chases it, but this one, Koo, you block on the light, Koo.
Jody music. Jody music.
Yay, Jody.
This is from you. And she says, every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Oh,
Does that mean
Judy.
we're killing people so they can become angels every time we ring a bell?
Did you hear about the dyslexic Satanist? He sold his soul to Santa. What do you call an elf wearing earmuffs? We've heard this one before. Whatever the hell you want. You can't hear you. I hope your holidays and coming new year are fabulous. Oh, and by the way, we have now reached, with these ones that we got out of the letterbox today, we have reached a new record. We've got our new record. We've got about 33 cards, which is more than last year.
You wrecked that address, Renata.
I'm trying to rip her out. But so this one comes from S. Oh, no. I don't know yet. Hold on.
It comes from S.
No, it doesn't. Oh, we got a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas
to you.
And this is from Melissa Glynn and Ainsley Moore. What do you get if you eat Christmas decorations? Oh, this is hilarious. Tinselitis.
Oh.
This is from our beautiful Karen, one of our gorgeous, gorgeous volunteers. Look. Oh.
Oh, the pretty. Oh.
Isn't that cool? So she included our husbands on the back.
Oh.
Dear Anne and Renata, eat cake, puddings, mock cream, and whatever makes you happy this Christmas. Yes, we will.
Mock cream.
If we can only find something with mock cream.
Yeah, well, England has mock cream, but they call it imitation, though, I think. Imitation cream.
And this is from Melanie Trakowska from Bandura.
Also, London.
So all of these beautiful people that have given us Christmas cards now, you'll probably get thank you cards, not Christmas cards. It will depend.
Might be Happy New Year cards, so we can find Happy New Year cards.
All right. So we've been doing this during all of our lives. We did promise that we were going to go live every day for 24 days. And
day 19.
We're up to day 19. And every day, every time we've gotten Christmas cards, we've shown them to say thank you and be in gratitude for the beautiful people that have sent them. So,
sorry, just made the joke.
What do you call an old snowman? Water.
I love that.
Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Melanie, so much. Awesome. All right.
Renata's walked in this afternoon. She's gone, Anne, we're going to need to buy some more cards. You guys have outdone yourselves. Thank you so much. And we will treasure them even when they're still coming in a bit later.
Absolutely. So this is from Renee. Renee Schenker. Thank you, Renee. I listen to all of your podcasts while driving to and from work. Oh, I love your sense of humour and am often giggly in the car. Thanks so much for the work you do. Thank you. And yes, hopefully we will be in Melbourne.
Yes, maybe sooner than expected, maybe mid-February.
And our beautiful Susan Davey has sent us a card. Susan, you are beautiful. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Wishing you a happy Lithmas and a great new year of fun and spooky adventures. Will and Susan, thank you. Thank you. You've got your hands full, so I'm just doing this.
That's fine. That's fine.
Kaz and Shannon Dare from Glenorchy, Tasmania.
This is, like, some of these people are new people to us, so thank you. Like we see all our regulars on here all the time, but thank you to all the new people who have been sending in things.
Absolutely. Here's what's naughty: breaking into people's houses and eating their cookies.
Renata, have you been doing it again?
Wishing you both a frightfully good holiday season from Spirit Seeker Paranormal.
Oh, Spirit Seeker. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And this one is from Aniston. Oh, this is from America. Lisa East.
So keen to go do more exploring in America.
Wow.
You loved your first trip, didn't you?
I did. Oh, look.
Oh, it's Jack and Sally, isn't it?
Yep. What do priests and Christmas trees have in common?
Uh-oh. Can we call this out or not?
Their balls are just ornamental.
Joe, we will try and organise something. I will talk to the people that we are meeting up with and see if we can organise maybe lunch or something. I'm not sure how far out of Melbourne we are, but we're flying in. Oh, no, we're not flying in. I'm convincing them that we're driving down so that I can take my table with me, and I will hopefully have my new car, which will be a Tesla by then. So we will just fly down there in the Tesla and it will drive itself. We don't need to do anything.
No. This is from Joanne and Wayne. Oh, thank you so much for the joy you bring to so many people and the sharing of your wisdom and, most importantly, your friendship. Oh, thank you, Joanne and Wayne. We love travelling with you guys.
You guys are so easy to travel with. Thank you. Joe, I have always wanted to do the drive to Melbourne. Never had the opportunity, and because it's going to cost us, we wanted to fly out on the Friday and come back on the Sunday. It was going to cost us well over $1,000 for the three of us to fly down there. I said, if we just drive down with the electric car, it'll cost us stuff all. We can, and where we're staying and investigating, we don't have to pay for the accommodation there. Right, cool, hop down, and we can find one place to stay at on the way. So we thought we'd drive down on the Thursday as far as we can, stay somewhere, and then keep driving down to Melbourne the next day.
This is from Kerry Inder. Thank you, St. Anthony, for finding me Anne and Renata. Oh, that is just so awesome. Thank you, Kerry.
That is so lovely.
That is so lovely. Now, this is from Sue Hawkins.
The patron saint of lost things. The Gumnut babies.
Thank you both for so many laughs and tears and the company. Each night I pop you on both Spotify and you are playing still when I wake up each morning.
Oh, thank
you. Good on you.
Thank you. Like if you just leave that playing somewhere, that just helps so much with our advertising and everything, because we get paid a couple of cents on Spotify, wherever it is, each time an ad plays.
Okay. I'm not going to read it anymore because she doesn't want to share.
Okay.
But
I'll read that later.
Thank you so much. And this beautiful one here, special Christmas wishes. Wow. From Melanie Redford. Thank you so much for your hard work.
Sorry, Sue.
Fingers crossed I can come over to Australia next year to see you at Maitland Jail.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yep. What do you call Santa when he stops moving?
What?
Santa paws.
Instead of Santa Claus, Santa paws.
Thank you. So this came all the way from the UK. How amazing is that?
Oh, Maxine, you know me so well. But I think I'm going to go for a new design on the car this time. I thought about getting a black one, but I think the visibility on a black car is not as good as a red car. And I worry that people will run into me like they did to you.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
Well, there's a scratch down the end of one side, so it's actually scratched the paintwork.
Do you think somebody's keyed you?
No, it was a definite I don't know whether someone tried to actually reverse park in, and so they hit the car and then drove off.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what's happened, because it's an odd like bump in the car. But I think probably they tried to reverse in, got too close, and then drove back out again.
That's shit.
So my car's been hit, yeah. Don't like it. Scratch the paintwork.
Yeah, red cars do go faster. Yeah. And mine has not. I'm not going to say it because my car's misbehaved ever since I said I was going to get a Tesla. It heard me and it has been misbehaving really badly. Oh, Dave, them be fighting words. How do you know it was a woman?
That's right, Dave.
You're going to get a whole pack of witches on your tail. Watch out. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks big time. Anyway, thank you for all your positive encouragement on the dark side and the new format that Steve created for us. There is tons of dark side episodes to come. They've just all got to be put together. In the meantime, I'm still trying to edit Tasmania together, just one episode. It would be great, but I'm still stuck trying to work out how to upload my Temu video onto TikTok. I'm having issues with that. I've sent them screenshots and saying, what am I doing wrong? So we'll see what happens. Yes, my dad has actually shown up. We've had another interesting thing happen, which I don't know if we've told you about, Renata.
No.
In Dad's house, there is a big door that has a bolt that you put in and you can key lock it. On the other side, there's just an old bolt. Now, we've never bothered doing the deadlock bolt. It was locked when I first went over, and I've unlocked it because we're getting furniture in and out. Somebody keeps locking the deadbolt lock, and the key for it is not in a normal place or where we've got it, and it's where there's two bunch of keys, and each set of keys has like 12 keys on it. So I don't know how they're getting the keys, finding out which one it is and locking it and putting it back, but it's a deadbolt lock and it keeps getting locked. And I've been on to everyone that I know that has keys, and they're all saying, no, it's not them. So I've actually wrapped a little piece of paper around it now saying, do not lock the deadbolt. But today I went over there and the screen door out the back, which has been broken forever, it was locked.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
I think Dad wants the place to be really well
Secure.
Yeah.
He also made his presence known to my grandson, Eli, and that was totally unexpected because Hannah is Eli's stepmom, my daughter, and apparently Eli's mum contacted Hannah and said, I don't mean to freak you out or anything, but Eli said that Granddad's been talking to him and that Granddad comes over a lot to talk to him, and she assumed it must have been Jake's dad who's still with us, but he said, is it Dad's, is it Granddad or Poppy or whatever you call him? And he went, no, it's Granddad. And that's what they called my dad, Granddad. And I think he said, like, he just wants everyone to know he's okay. I can't remember the exact thing it was because I was too much in shock when Hannah was telling me. And Eli and my dad had a very special relationship. Just they bonded over a few things of childhood life, we'll just say. And Dad was always asking about Eli and where was Eli and how's Eli. I would always make sure there was a treat for him to have as well when he wasn't there with the others. And I just thought it was really lovely that in death he is also looking after Lige. And so I was very grateful for his mum contacting Hannah and letting her know. We all burst into tears.
Oh, that's just awesome. That's beautiful.
It is very typical of my dad, who looked after everyone all the time.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the end. And Renata pointed out something very interesting, is that we have been on now for 19 days, and every day we seem to be doing something different.
Yep. Have you enjoyed the diversity of what we have been doing? It would be amazing to be able to go to a haunted location for 19 days straight, a different location 19 days straight.
It's exhausting, though.
It is exhausting, and we don't have 19 haunted locations available to us in Newcastle. Maybe if we were in England, we would, but not here. But we have tried to be as diverse in what we have shown as we possibly could, so that you would get some enjoyment out of it and see all the different things that,
cooking.
we can do. Yes, Lisa.
No, Crystal, we're not live at the same time every day. I'm going to try and get organised tomorrow and maybe put some times up so you know. I did it for last week, but this week's been chaotic. We've had a bit of extra work and filming that we had to do. Speaking of which, we're meant to be filming Thursday, which I don't think I've organised at all. Sina, have I spoken to you about that?
No, this Thursday?
This Thursday. Anyway, I'll get onto them. I think we might have to wait till after Christmas. It's all a little bit rushed at the moment. We're exhausted. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you on the dark side.
And, Don't
be a dickhead. That's all we've got tonight.
Thanks
for being here, everyone.
Thank you.